Hey there, this is Stacie. I hope everyone's having a great day. I am here today, again, in my car, and I am at the place where I am going to maybe get a tiny bit more filler in my top lip, just maybe a little bit here along the vermilion border, as well as like right over here. I have a pretty good indentation, and the first time I came and had the Restylane injections, I don't feel like it covered it enough, and it's still really noticeable to me and bothersome to me. Noticeable is one thing, but if it really bothers me, I think that if there's something that I can do to take care of it, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and go in, and I will film again like I did last time with my initial injections. And from those first ones, it's been just under 2 weeks. So I think it looks pretty normal and natural, and personally I don't even see any difference whatsoever. Okay, I am back, and I just came out of the office, and I did have a little bit more of the Restylane, and I actually did have a tiny bit more of the Dysport. She just put it a little bit higher on my forehead up here to kind of soften just a tiny bit more around here above the brows. Obviously I can still lift and do all that stuff, but the forehead's just smoother from the Dysport, which I like. So now my lips, we did a little bit of Restylane. All we did was 1/4 of a syringe, and that's obviously not very much at all. But she put a little bit here in my bottom lip. I'll move the camera closer. She said, you know, just to help to smooth out under this crease that's here in my lip. And then she did just a little bit more. I have a line on both sides here that was pretty big still, that wasn't really taken care of with the first treatment. So, you know, you like to be conservative in the beginning and then go back and fill in if you need to. So she did do a little bit more here in a line that I have here and a line that I have here. I still have those regular natural, I don't know what you call those, parentheses or whatever, going on, which is fine. And she put a tiny bit here in my lip to kind of even it out, because one side of my lip was a little higher than the other, just naturally. So she put a little bit there. So hopefully now I will be happy. I feel like I'm pretty happy so far with everything. I'm going to ice. I'm using the Arnica Montana, just the little natural pills, as well as the bromelain, which is just pineapple extract or pineapple enzyme or something. And so that's supposed to help with swelling, bruising, all that. So hopefully I won't get any of that kind of stuff going on. So anyway, that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, I'm back. This is probably the final video explaining the Restylane to the lips. I went yesterday and had just sort of an update after almost 2 weeks of the first injections, just to kind of correct some areas that didn't fill in quite the way I had wanted them to. So I had just a little more in the top lip, a little bit more left and right above the lip, just to try to get rid of some of the extra lines that I didn't care for. So here I am. I think it looks pretty good. I am not going to be able to turn the clock back to when I was 20 years old, but for being almost 50 years old, I think it looks pretty good. That, along with the Dysport that I had in my forehead, that kind of gave me a little bit of a brow lift kind of a look, without having to do any kind of surgery. So this is it. I am considering doing some Restylane under my eyes maybe next week, and if I do decide to do that, I will do some play-by-play sort of videos like I've done here for the lips. So here I am back with my final video of my Restylane in the lip treatment, and I am pretty happy. It's not perfect, but I didn't expect it to be perfect, but I think it looks so much better than it did. The one line that concerns me still is this one right here. That's more of a horizontal line. It was treated. They put some underneath it to kind of help to plump it up. And I was talking to the second nurse that had done my second injection. She said you kind of have to think of that line like a stamp that's on your skin, like your skin's just been stamped there, and it's going to take a little while for that to go away. So she thinks it will go away with time. And so that's it. I'm happy. I'm not doing anything else. I think everything looks perfectly natural, nothing different. Just less of the vertical lines above my lips and a little plumper in my lips to make them just a tiny bit bigger and to even them out as well. So that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. Do your research before doing anything like this. Make sure you go to a reputable injector, and that's it. I hope everyone's having a great day. Thanks so much for following my journey. Bye.